Let me ask you this, because I'm curious what you think about this, because I started training recently and late in my life, right? I'm pushing 40 now. And after a couple years of like intense training, I wasn't making the progress that I wanted. So recently I went to the doctor and asked him if I could possibly get put on testosterone. And so he tested me and he said, your levels are within the normal range, so I'm not going to give it to you. So I guess my question is, what is the best kind of anabolic steroid for someone like me to take?
Okay, so firstly, two things. Firstly, the normal range is bullshit, because the normal range they've reduced year on year on year, because everyone's testosterone levels are dropping, so they've reduced the normal range along with it. So as everyone's gone down.
This is not medical advice to anyone else.
Yeah, right.
We are not giving medical advice.
I'm in Romania. You can sue me. Sue me. Good luck. In a Romanian court. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So they've reduced the normal range. The normal range doesn't mean shit anymore. That's the first thing. Second thing, I've never taken a steroid in my life, ever. And I swear on my father, I never, ever, once, ever. But I will say, in my experience, if you eat shitloads of raw onion, it's going to increase your testosterone level massively. Raw onion.
Do women want to be around you, though?
I don't know. They still are. Like, it's a price to pay. You know, you want to be with Big Daddy T. You know, it's got the testosterone levels.
Real quickly, why raw? Why not?
So I'll tell you how I discovered this, and then I'm gonna try and Google and see if there's any evidence to support my theory.
I've read that before about onions.
I've heard the onion thing on the hair. So we had a guy on here who was an incel, 33-year-old virgin. And I actually, after the show, yeah, he has alopecia. Long story. Let's not get into it. Okay, Tate. Wow, he's speechless. Oh my God.
No, he's Googling onions and testosterone.
But one of the things I was researching about a natural alopecia, where you have like chunks of your hair that doesn't grow in, is they said that raw onion, if you shred it up and you put it on your hair, now of course it smells bad, but it does something with the follicles. I think it blocks one of the hormones that it has something to do with the testosterone and like the hair hormones. But and that's just topical. So I'm sure that.
Yeah, so basically, when I was fighting, my kickboxing coach, who's Bosnian, every time we'd finish training, he'd make me eat loads of onion and garlic. And I said, why? And he said, my mother made me do it. You have to do it. It was like a folklore thing. I used to eat loads of raw onion and loads of garlic. And then, by coincidence, I was on a flight and I was watching a TV show about the Chinese Special Forces. And to pass the test for Chinese Special Forces, the last test, you spend 7 days in war, and the war gets progressively colder. And the only thing they eat during these 7 days is onion and onion soup. And they're saying it's the only food that can fight off the infection and the inevitable cold that comes with it, the inevitable sickness. And after they get out of the water, they stop eating onions, they get very, very sick. So I was thinking about onion. And then another guy I met in Morocco, I was fighting, and he was living up in the mountains. He was a very good fighter. And he had his own like traditional versions of things. So he had his own traditional version of Red Bull. So he'd get a double espresso, half a jar of peanut butter, and a banana, and he'd mash it all up and just like eat it all. And that was like his version of an energy drink. And his version of recovery was 2 raw onions. He's eating like apples. So I used to see all these crazy big dudes eating onions all the time. And then I started. And there's a massive tangible difference. I eat 3 to 4 raw onions a day, every day.
What kind of onions? Just like white, yellow, purple?
Yeah, white.
It doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter. So now at my point,
I can scallions.
Anything. At my point, it's red, white. At my point now, it's more of a supplement than even a food. I'll just chop it all up, and I'll just quickly, drink a glass of water, bang. So I just eat shitloads of onion. And I'll just Google it up now, right now. I don't know how to send you guys the link, but onions. How do
post it on Twitter. We'll share it.
On Twitter. Let me
later. Well, you can do it later.
I'm going to send it to you on the inbox right now.
Yeah.
There you go. I've sent it to you. So it says 314% is the increase. That's what it says right here. So onion's the one.
Do you do anything else as far as like avoiding, like somebody mentioned plastics? Do you do anything for hormone balancing, like avoiding soy, anything like that? Or is that just, do you think a lot of that's just bullshit?
I refuse to eat. Okay, so my science is like pseudoscience. It's tape science. I refuse to eat things that don't have power. So does you know if food has power? Could you fight a cow? Well, not easily. It's big. It's heavy. You know, you might get mad. It might run at you. But could you fight, like, I don't know, a fish? Well, probably. Fishes are shit. Sushi ain't got power, but steak has power. Now, I can't explain this in a way that people understand. I just know what food is going to make me powerful and what food isn't. The souls of dead animals power me, and I know which ones make me strong. So, of course, I avoid soy. Soy? The fucking soy dude. Here's an easy way to do it. Here's an easy way to do it. Here's an easy way to do it. If you're sitting here going, what diet should I be on? Let me make it simple. Choose a food. Any food. Sushi. Let's take sushi. If you were to get 1,000 people, 1,000 random individuals that ate sushi in the last hour, and put them against 1,000 random individuals who ate T-bone in the last hour, who's winning that street fight? The steak eaters are all liberals.
Well, the steak eaters are going to be taking a nap because they're digesting.
Steak eaters are going to be some cowboys. They're going to be coming out. They got mean hook. The sushi's like, oh, the little vegans. And oh, I had a little bit of sushi. The dorks. So, like, if the people who eat the food ain't strong, you can't be strong. I used to eat shitloads of Jamaican food. People are like, why? I was like, you've been to Jamaica? They're crazy. I want this stuff. I need to eat this. Like, they'll shoot you for nothing. I need some of this. Yeah. But in general, yeah, I eat a lot of meat. I eat a lot of onion. I drink a lot of water, and I avoid sugar. Sugar is the real.
What about caffeine? How do you?
I know. I have like 10 coffees a day. I live on caffeine.
Okay. Yeah. I could kind of tell.
Yeah. but sugar. No, if you want very simple diet advice, you can do anything you want if you don't eat sugar. Processed sugar is the worst. You can eat fatty fried KFC every day. That's still protein, carbs, can burn that off. Sugar is garbage. Sugar will fuck you up worse than anything else. And it's everywhere. And people are drinking their sugar and eating all their sugar. Sugar is the one. If you cut sugar out your diet and eat everything else, you're going to be fine. That's the truth. I live with it.
Yeah, it's not just bad for like you health-wise, but even your skin. Like they've taken people that eat sugar a lot throughout their lives, and they've compared like by every metric. People who eat more sugar, calories are not interchangeable. And I think a lot of people think that just watching their macros is going to make a difference. But if you eat a candy bar as opposed to now, how do you feel about like fruit and such? Are you
so yeah? I mean,
slow burn like mangoes and such.
Yeah, fruit's better because it's not processed sugar. But even then, I still don't really eat fruit, and I don't drink fruit juice. Yeah. I try and avoid sugar in general. Yeah. Sometimes I will eat sugar, but I know it's bullshit. Like when I was a professional fighter and I had like 7% body fat, I was eating KFC 3-4 times a week. I was training my ass off, so it didn't matter. Michael Phelps eats 10,000 calories a day. Like he's eating pizza, but he's not eating candy floss, and there's a reason for that. Yeah, you know, like sugar is poison. It's the worst thing the body can consume. If you avoid sodas and all sugar, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.